Yeah, that is weird. That is very, very, very weird. Gabriel the Rop. Gabriel the Rop. Yay, there it is. Cool, done. Connect. Sultan, friggin' hell, Sultan Saeed, Kobe Miranda, Cameron, already here. Morning. Hello, lads. All good, all well? Luca Adams is here. Tell people we're live. Tell them we're live. Just waiting for Dan. Just waiting for good old Danny boy. Once Dan's here, we can kick on with the show. Come on, load up. Yeah. All set for Gameweek 30, everyone. Let's get that crap on. Oops. Swearing already. We are live. We are live now, talking all things FPL. Click the link below. Click the link below. Done. Rama Maze is here. Arman Dillon. Why are you telling us? Why are you telling us? Well, we all know you're from the Himalayas, mate. You're showing off now. Showing off. Bruno Fernandez. Morning coffee is over. Q&A time with Ask Bruno. Flamer now. Cares. Christ's sake. Blimey. Still not up for it that much. Why not? Why are you not up for it? It's the biggest game of the weekend, apparently. The irony is, Dan's the one that told me to go at 11:15. He's not even here. Come on, Dan. Should be here, mate. Time management. Let's message him. Dan, we are live at the moment. We're waiting for you, mate. We're waiting for you to get your backside into gear. Get on the Discord, quick. Kobe saying, thoughts on bringing in Mahrez. Don't even waste your transfer. Mahrez. God almighty. What was it? I was listening into... Hello, Nick. I was listening to Firing Blanks a second ago. And it hasn't... I don't think it's actually happened, but they were saying, like, Mahrez is due a price rise. Why? Nick, you've obviously lost place with Peter Scullion. Peter Scullion, the old Invitational League. It's pronounced Umzi. Rama Umzi. There we are. Listen to that. Umzi. I'm hoping the sun comes out today. It's trying to... Oh, at last. Here we go. Let's see if Dan can... Is he there? Let's see if he can speak. Dan, are you there? Talk to us, Dan. He's got into the waiting room, as I'll be able to show you guys on the screen. He's muted at the moment. Danny? Danny? Just need to speak, Dan, and then we can all we can hit the music and get on with the show. Get an upbeat start away. No, he's now muted himself. Professionals. Dan, are you there? I can guarantee you now he's going absolutely ape about what's going on at the moment. I can guarantee that for free. For free, he's going to be getting really annoyed at the moment. Come on, Dan. Where are you, mate? Speak to us.
I'm here.
Hooray! Keep talking. Give us a check.
I've been, Steve-O, I've been in the waiting room for about 10 minutes, mate. I've been in the waiting room waiting for you to invite me in.
Dan, you've got automatic choice to jump in. You don't need any permission at all. Yeah, it's Gabriel de Robson.
Well, no, I'm sorry, Steve. You wouldn't just go around to someone's house, open the door. You're one of
the hosts. Jason will do it. I will do it. Come on. Right, let's hit that music, everybody. Let's which music is it? Here we go. Right, see you in a minute. Let's get the music on the go, Danny.
All right.
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. let the light shine through for you, for you, for you, for you, for
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this Game Week 30 preview show, the score predictor show, where, of course, one of the few things that I seem to be able to do okay with, and I think Chris Smith sums it up for a lot of people. FPL is back, and a 4-day weekend at Let's Bring It. It's all right for some. I'll be working throughout the whole blinking thing, but then again, I've been working out for this whole debacle anyway, so it doesn't matter whether I work or not. But I'm joined obviously by Dan. You may have heard him a minute ago. Hello, Dan. You see, this is why I love doing solos. Dan, are you there? I'm going to move them out in the waiting room. Just want to say thanks everybody for being here, joining myself, and when Dan eventually is able to speak, can join us. He's apparently sat outside or something, doing something, so obviously the internet's going to be messing about. But yeah, Game Week 30 is here. Game Week has arrived, and we can all start thinking about our teams once again. Dan, are you still thinking about your team? Oh, there we are.
Mate, I told you I've taken a minus 16.
Say that again for everybody that didn't hear that, because like I said, you're slowly breaking up. Say that again one more time so we get all the people in the chat going, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, I took a minus 16. It's nothing to worry about, is it?
So, right, okay, let's... we've dropped that bombshell and we may as well get on with that. Can you post your team into the team screenshots, please? So we can bring it up and we can go over exactly what you've done, because... for people like myself, when you told me that this morning, I think it was, I was taken aback. I was shocked at the fact that you'd done a minus 16. I don't understand why you've done this. I really don't, considering you were actually legitimately catching up with me, and now all of a sudden you've just decided to sabotage your team, and away we go. So,
but you know what the date is today.
Dan, unfortunately, Dan, you are breaking up extremely badly there at the moment. Like I said, it's the classic thing of internet issues, which unfortunately we cannot get around. Let's try Dan one more time. God, this brings me back to the summertime of 2 years ago. Dan, are you there? Can you hear us? No. I don't think Dan's going to be joining us. I think it's going to end up being a Steve-O solo, unfortunately, for most people here. But yes, breaking news, everybody. Dan has taken a minus 16. Ralph Marks, what? WTH. Kobe Miranda, minus 16. Yeah, Chris Smith, ouch, minus 16, absolutely. Pool fans, my God, I haven't seen that name for... I couldn't even tell you the last time I saw Pool fans joining us. Let's see if talking to joining us. Is Dan back with us? Dan? No. I think I'm just going to let him... I think he's just in so much shock at the fact that he's had to take a minus 16. He's disgusted at what he's about to tell us, because, like I said, I think that a minus 16 is pretty extreme. To be honest with you, I think it's a bit mad. But let's just see what was that, something like Odegaard? There we are. Ralph, I'm wondering whether to start Odegaard versus Liverpool. What do you think? Who are you benching is the main question, because, I mean, here's the irony. Dan's an Arsenal fan and will be able to tell you everything enthusiastically about Arsenal, but unfortunately, now he's gone. Dan has vanished into the face of the planet. He's too embarrassed, too scared to show us what he's done on the -16. You've all shamed him, essentially. You've all shamed him, and basically Dan looks like he's vanished onto the face of the earth. Dan, if you're watching back or anything, let us know what on earth you would be doing. Newcastle, which recommended player would you do for a 1 week punt? Havertz. Although if you're Vince Chapman, he will scream at you and say, I'm not going to do that. But Havertz for me is a player that I would certainly be looking at to bring in. They're up against West Bromwich Albion. They should. It's the classic lines from Steve-O. They should beat. Who are they playing again? Chelsea. Christ almighty. They should beat Chelsea, but essentially, I can't see anyone past someone like Havertz. I mean, if you look at the fixtures, for argument's sake, you've got the likes of who's got decent fixtures. So obviously, Chelsea at home to West Brom. Could argue Leeds against Sheffield United. Everton against Crystal Palace. Richarlison possibly. Wolves, West Ham, I think could be. Actually, what am I talking about? I don't think there'll be any goals in that whatsoever. Obviously, Spurs away at Newcastle, but who are you going to trust other than Harry Kane? Not really much of a differential, but certainly I would think that there are a few differentials out there, but someone like Odegaard, Madeline, is it Madeline Tudor? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I can read. Triple Chelsea defence, do it. I've been banging on about triple Chelsea defence for the last 2 weeks on members' videos. I think that triple Chelsea defence is an absolute brilliant idea, and if I could, I'd have it. I haven't got it, but I'd have Rudiger, Alonso and Azpilicueta, and if they don't play, then you've got quality players coming in off the bench to cover them. Mikros is saying Watkins, Gundogan and Lingard. Start Gundogan and Lingard. Play Target or Cresswell. Kobe Miranda is saying Target. Chelsea won't have a game in Gameweek 32, and then people are better flaming get their benches correct then. I've activated the wild card 1 week early, says Madeline. I've bought in Mendy, Azpilicueta, and yeah, this is very good. I think that Mendy's a very good option. Newcastle saying I'm going to start Bale this week for. I'm going to sell Bale this week for Havertz. It doesn't seem like Jose will start him. I don't know about that, but I do think that, like I say, for like you've just said, for a 1 week punt, I can't see why. Maybe even Werner, essentially just a Chelsea attacker. Mason Mount, Werner, Havertz, Ziyech. Dan's saying the Wi-Fi's down. Use your flaming mobile data. Use the mobile data. Come on. Ralph's saying get it fixed. Yeah. Nasty Balls, you're too late. Normally you're first, aren't you? Normally Nasty Balls is first, and now he's not. So, right. Well, seeing as Dan is unfortunately can't seem to join us, I'm just gonna get on with it then. Let's just get on with the score predictors, and you know the usual outcome. I'll just go through each prediction. I've written down this week, obviously my predictions. I've gone with the history this time. I have written down the history, and I'm also giving you 5 questions. Yes, so there's 5 questions surrounding some of the better fixtures across this particular game week, and so I've got 5 fixtures for that. 5 questions on those particular fixtures, and yeah, let's just crack on with it. And I see Bilal isn't. Oh, ha! Well, there he is. Literally the split second I was about to say I haven't seen Bilal, so he can't copy my predictions. He's just popped up. Morning, Steve-O. Good to see you. Catch you live. So here we go. Let's see what myself and Bilal obviously top. Although FPL Maestro. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to quickly look at the score predictor leaderboard, because I know I had an absolute shocker last week, and I haven't actually checked to see how the score predictors looking at the moment. There was I think I blew it last week with the score predictor. I don't think I got any right. I don't think I got any score predictions right whatsoever. So unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to catch Bilal. FPL Maestro is obviously up there. Yeah, so Bilal on 10.48. Lino, he's got a nice 25-point lead ahead of Lino in second with 1,023. Then you've got FPL Maestro. Yeah, so I'm still sixth. That is terrible. So Bilal got 12 points, Lino got 8. Maestro got a whopping 26. Paul C 9. Firetog 14. Me only 7. Venky's out 12. RMO 55 9. And then to make up the last of the top 10, you got Ray Joyce with 14, and then Ake 47 with 13. And I am 31 points off the 4th spot. So yeah, it's getting really tight though between Maestro, Maestro, Lino, and Bilal. But yeah, Bilal with that nice 25-point lead at the top. All good in the hood, as they say. Who exactly says that, Steve-O? Exactly, nobody. So let's just get on with these particular scores. And obviously we kick off on Saturday with Chelsea versus West Brom. Everybody's banging on about the fact that Chelsea are going to keep a clean sheet in the next 9 fixtures that are left. Everybody wants to do triple Chelsea defence, double up maybe. I'm a big advocate for it. But essentially, I'd like to think that they're going to keep a clean sheet in this fixture. And you know exactly what's going to happen with everything to do with fantasy football. It's going to get against us. And essentially, Chelsea are going to concede in this game in a 2-1 win. But I am actually genuinely predicting that Chelsea should keep a clean sheet in this game. I think it's going to be absolute terrible. I think it's going to be a terrible fixture. I'm not expecting Chelsea to score many other than, I think I've got 1 goal down here. Yeah, I've gone 1-0. So the history is going 3-0 across the last 6 fixtures, whether it's the Premier League, FA Cup, Carling Cup, doesn't really matter. There's been 4 clean sheets. And 3 times in this fixture there has been 3+ goals scored. So a team has scored 3 or more goals in this particular fixture on 3 occasions. So what are you guys thinking? Like I said, I'm going 1-0 to Chelsea. I do have a quiz question on this particular game. Morning, Fozzie. Hello, pal. Bilal saying 2-0. Johnson saying, well, he's gone and jinxed it now. Chelsea clean sheet should be guaranteed. Marcus saying 2-0. Havertz and Mount on the score sheet. So Johnson is saying 2-0 to the Blues. Nuclear Atoms is saying 2-0 to the Blues. Like I said, I'm going 1-0. But here's the... now this question could take a very, very long time for everybody to answer here. So here we go. This is the main bit. This is the main bit that we're all here for. The quiz question for this specific fixture. So, which 8 players... Right, listen out. Which 8 players from the 15 that played on the day that they last played West Brom at Stamford Bridge. So the last time these guys played at Stamford Bridge, they won 1-0. Which 8 players of the 15 that play for Chelsea are in the Premier League now? Now, I'm fully aware that that's a lot of names to be going, but there are 8 players that were in that 15 that played on that day that are in the Premier League still. Who are those 8 players? I think you'll get all of them apart from one. There's one player which I don't think you'll get. So Bilal straight away, Azpilicueta, Alonso, Kante. So we got them. Correct. Those 3 are done. Azpilicueta, Alonso and Kante. We can mark them off. So congratulations on that one, Bilal. You've got 3. Who are the other 5? That is the question. Who are the other 5 of the 8 that played... Blimey, Bilal, you've got the hard one. Ivanovic, congratulations. You've got the hard one. Well done. That's crazy. Marcus saying Jorginho, nope. Azpilicueta, yep. Mount, no. Kante, yep. Alonso, yeah. Rudiger, no. So you've got 3 that Bilal got, but you haven't got any of the others. So we're still looking for 4 others. There are 4 other players. So 4 of them were Azpilicueta, Alonso, Kante and Ivanovic that played on that day. Well done. Well done. Yeah, because he's at West Brom. Yeah, that's right, Ralph. He's at West Brom now. Which are the other 4 players that are still in the Premier League today, which make up that 8? I don't think anyone's going to get this. Giroud, no, I'm afraid not, no. Giroud was not there. To give you a clue, well, I say a clue. Diego Costa, Hazard and Pedro were the front 3. Kepa and Abraham, nope, I'm afraid not. Kovacic, nope, they didn't play on that day. They specifically played in the 15, so 11 players and then the 3 substitutes. So that makes 14, because I'm an idiot. Bilal, well done. William, yes. Bilal, you're storming this. You've now got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of the 8. So who are the other 3? Who are the other 3? FPL Bix, Morning Pal. Yep, William. Yep. You're just copying Bilal. So 3 more players. You see, my maths is so bad. There's actually 14 players that play on the day, isn't it? 11 plus 3. Idiot. So of those 14 players, there were 8 players that are still in the Premier League. We've already got 5 of them. Ivanovic, Willian, Azpilicueta, Alonso, Kante. Who are the other 3? Barkley, no. Nuclear atoms. I'll give you a clue then. I'll give you some clues. This is going to give it away now. Wow, Kobe Miranda. David Luiz, yes. So I'll give you a clue. One of them's a centre-half. So one of them's a centre-half and the other one's a centre midfield, defensive midfielder. So you've got a defensive midfielder and a centre-half. Which of those 2 players? Oh, can I give it away? Can I give it away now? I'll give you a clue. Who's going to come through it first? I'm going to give you a clue. The centre-half plays for Crystal Palace and the defensive midfielder plays for Man United. Keep these coming. I might stay a bit longer. What's that? You're going to have to remind me of that specific scene. It's with Chris Finch. Cahill, yes, there we are. Cahill, yeah. Cahill and Matt. Well done, Cameron. It's all coming through now. Well done, yeah. Cahill and Matic are the last 2. FPL Bix, Cameron, Nasty Balls. Marcus, yeah. Well, Marcus did them both, yeah. Kobe Miranda, yeah. So just to go over that. So the 8 players that are still in the Premier League that were in the 14 that played on that day, and the last time it was at Stamford Bridge in a 1-0 win. It was Cahill, Luiz, Azpilicueta, Alonso, Matic, Kante, Ivanovic and Willian. The next question, though, is about the next game. Yeah, we should go to a club next, shouldn't we? No, what does he say? We should go to a club first. Oh, that's hilarious. Leeds versus Sheffield United. Obviously, another team in which people are potentially going to be captaining Rafinha, Bamford, Harrison. Unlikely, but you never know. But yeah, Leeds versus Sheffield United. A lot of my score lines are actually very, very similar, to be honest with you. Leeds, a team which is struggling at home. Sheffield United are struggling. However, I think Leeds, this should be a comfortable victory. I mean, Bilal, he said 2-0 on both. He said 2-0 for Chelsea, West Brom. He's saying 2-0 to Leeds, Sheffield United. Fozzie's saying 2-0. I'm going 1 less. I'm not. I'm agreeing. I'm agreeing. I think this should be 2-0 to Leeds as well. I think that they've got enough firepower to get past Sheffield United. The history, though. The history, surprisingly, is going 1-0 to Sheffield United. Yep, 1-0 to Sheffield United. Hello, Denver. Sheffield United have won 4 out of the last 6 fixtures against Leeds. 4 out of the last 6 fixtures Sheffield United won. And bizarrely, the last 3 fixtures in this particular game, each has ended 1-0 to the away team. So 2 of them for Sheffield United as well, bizarrely. Very, very peculiar. So there's been the last 3 fixtures have ended 1-0 to the away team. FPL Bix is saying 2-0. Denver saying 3-0. Ralph saying a Dallas masterclass incoming. Potential captain option. Forget it. Forget it. Our man Dylan saying 3-0 Leeds. Nasty balls 2-1. Yeah, I can see somehow Sheffield United getting a goal, but I've gone 2-0. So here's the quiz question. Here is the quiz question on that particular fixture. Who's going to come through first? So, the last time these two played at Ellen Road, so the last time these two played at Ellen Road in the Premier League, not even in the Premier League, I think it was the Championship actually, which current Sheffield United player scored? So who scored for Sheffield United in a 1-0 victory? So the last time these two played at Leeds, I'm going to have to double check that. Even though I've done all this morning, I'm going to quickly double check that and see if I'm completely making that up, which it wouldn't surprise me if I completely got my facts wrong, as ever. But yeah, which current Sheffield United player scored for Sheffield United the last time? Here we go, let me just quickly load this up. Yeah, so the last time these played at Ellen Road, it ended 1-0 to Sheffield United. Who scored for Sheffield United? Oh, Cameron Rawcliffe, well done. FPL Bick saying sharp, Nasty Ball saying sharp. He assisted. Cameron Rawcliffe, the limbs after the Basham goal was mad. You'll have to explain there. Blonde, hello, Blonde. Blonde saying, hey, Blonde, my mate Dan is completely bailed out. Hey, Blonde. We've got someone that's already ticked off a box in the Stevo bingo. Congratulations. Congratulations. So, moving on to the next fixture, we've got Leicester versus Man City. This is really, really tough to call for me. Leicester, of course, have got a really good record against Man City. However, Leicester's home record this year is shambles, basically. They are awful at home. Man City, on the other hand, are an absolute different beast, as we know. And after their 5-2 shallacking at the start of the season, I'm expecting Man City to rectify that. And I'll tell you what, a Man City asset as a captaincy choice, Kevin De Bruyne, could be worth a really good shout if you own him, Steve-O. A lot of people are calling the same as mine prediction, to be honest with you. Armand Dillon saying 2-1, FPL Bix 2-1, Bilal 2-1, Kobe Miranda 3-1. Ralph saying Mahrez captaincy all day. The Algerian King. Cameron saying I'm going Kevin De Bruyne captain. FPL Fozzie saying 1-0. Marcus saying Leicester 1, Man City 2. Ilanacho, Kevin De Bruyne and Gundogan. 1-1 Nasty Balls. Cameron Rawcliffe 3-1, and Cameron's agreeing with me. I've gone with 3-1 myself. I may actually put 2-1 in the score predictor though. But I honestly can see Man City doing pretty well in this particular fixture. And I really do think that they could potentially have some fun. But it's only based on the fact that Leicester's home record this year is a shambles, basically. And I think that Man City are going to be hungry here. It's a 5:30 kickoff. Usually 5:30 games are a lot of fun. I'm actually able to... Oh, I didn't realise that. Arsenal Liverpool are playing tomorrow night as well. Or Saturday night. That's cool. So yeah, Leicester versus Man City. I've gone 3-1. The history is saying 2-1 to Man City. Although Man City have only won 3 out of the last 6, and one of them being away from home, so it's not looking particularly great for them. But here's a question. It is the question. Newcastle saying Leicester defence is getting better. Not against De Bruyne, Gundogan, Sterling, Mahrez, Aguero, you know. Which current Manchester City player got the assist in their 2-1 loss to Leicester on a Boxing Day in 2018? So they played each other on Boxing Day on 2018. Which current Man City player got the assist for their one goal when they lost 2-1 to Leicester. So Leicester beat them 2-1. Man City did score, but what was the player that got the assist? Kobe Miranda, Mahrez. No, it wasn't. Nuka Adams, Mahrez. Nope. Nasty Balls, Walker. No. FPL Fossey, Sterling. Sterling, Bilal is saying. No, it's not Sterling. So you two are, I'm afraid you've got that wrong. When I say current, no, I'm not going to give any clues. All you lot are probably going to be cheating. Ralph saying, is it Mahrez? No, I'm afraid it's not. Bilal, you've right, ban. Jacko Edison, get a grip of yourself. Well done, Mikros. Again, there's no way in telling if you're cheating or not. I'm going to take your word for it. Yes, it was Aguero. I'll tell you what, who got the goal? Who scored for Man City then? Who did Aguero assist? I was about to say who did Blonde assist? Who did Aguero assist for that one goal that they scored? Again, that one consolation goal. Who got that goal? And that is the one that you need to answer. Kevin De Bruyne. No, it was not Kevin De Bruyne. It was a player which doesn't really score. In fact, I could probably count it on this hand. Oh, there we are. I mean, Mikros. Well done. It was Bernardo Silva. So yeah, I've just found out that the next game, Arsenal versus Liverpool, is on Saturday evening at 8 o'clock. It should be fun. This should be a lot of fun. It's another game in which I'm expecting, in fact, these two fixtures, Leicester, Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, they're the two games I'm expecting the most goals in. Arsenal do not impress me whatsoever. Defensively, they're looking shot to pieces. I think that Liverpool, I don't know why, I think they're going to take advantage of Arsenal. However, as we all know, Liverpool can't defend, so I'm expecting Arsenal to get a goal at least. But yeah, I'm expecting this to be a decent victory here, and I'm going to spank, and I'm going 3-1. I'm thinking 3-1 to Liverpool. Bilal, 2-2. 2-2 Bilal. Wow, nice. Dan, you in the chat. When you're coming live on air? Dan, come live on air. If you're in the chat, you can come live on air. Dan's thinking 2-2. FPL Bix 2-0. John Chappell, are you the same John Chappell that's in Andy's and you're top of the league? And I'm thinking to myself, are you the same John Chappell that was with us from the start? Because every time I see Andy calling you out on his stream, I think, I'm sure that's the same guy. And if it is the same guy, is this John Chappell who's number one in the world? Well, I'm assuming he's still number one in the world. John, is this you? Is this the same John Chappell that used to watch us all the time on this channel? Right, let's bring on Dan. Danny boy?
Hello.
Oh my God, listen to that. HD. Are you using mobile data?
Yes. Yeah. I almost can't believe it, I suppose.
Thank God.
Too good to true. So
right then,
move too much.
Well, it's Arsenal versus Liverpool. You've predicted 2-2. Take it away.
Yeah, I mean, the last fixture before international duty, obviously it was 3-3 against West Ham. Like you said, defensively, absolutely shocking. Coming off, the back of the international break and back into it. I don't know. I just, like you said, Liverpool defensively aren't great. Arsenal defensively aren't great. So I'm just thinking we'll just go for it, and I just see a high-scoring draw. Really, we've got a decent record.
Yes.
At the Emirates against Liverpool, we did beat them last season. Admittedly, they'd already won the league by then, and it was just park the bus, kind of victory. So I don't know. I mean, this season, Community Shield 1-1. They beat us 3-1 at their place really early in the season. So yeah, I mean, people have got Salah. I could see Salah doing something in this game, but I mean, Lacazette's been playing very well recently. He could be interesting little differential between.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. And a lot of people are expecting a draw, surprisingly. You got Marcus here saying Arsenal 2-2, Fozzie saying 1-1, Jacko 2-2, Armand Dillon 1-1. I'm glad that some people are going down my route of a Liverpool battering here. So, yeah, I've got a quiz question. Dan, are you up for it? Dan? Well, I'm going to try and persist with Dan. I'm going to keep him on air, but unfortunately he's... Mute the wrong one. Unfortunately he's vanished again. FPL Captain, you said you weren't going to be here, and now all of a sudden you're here. Arsenal 2-0.
Yeah. Hello?
Yes, Dan, are you back with us?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Sorry, I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry, Jason. I'm sorry, Steve. I can't not swear. It's doing my head in. I've got someone drilling outside, and then I've got the internet that's stuck in 1996.
There's a clip. Someone clip it now, quick. Yeah, 50p, Dan. Oh no, actually you're paying now, so it doesn't matter. You've become a member.
So I can swear as much as I want, right?
No, you can't. You can do that afterwards. Right.
All right.
Right. Let's just quickly go for the history on this particular fixture for Arsenal versus Liverpool. So I said 3-1. Dan said 2-2. Blonde is a bit gutted. Blonde's a bit gutted that the bingo machine has come back into play. Then it didn't, but anyhow, the history's going 2-1 to Liverpool, despite scoring 11 goals at home for Liverpool in 4 fixtures. They've only scored twice in the 2 away fixtures that they've had over the last 6. So you were right. The games have actually been tight. So yeah. FPL Captain thought this was at 1 p.m. Yes, it was. Unfortunately, due to scheduling issues, we had to put it back. If you follow us on if you follow us on Twitter, I did announce it, and also Discord, where we go. And John Chappell straight is saying this. Johnny boy, what's John saying here? I watched this stream a few years ago. Yeah, first time before I'm 5th now. John, if you want to come live on air, by all means. Overall rank of 5th. Overall rank of 5th. Yeah, John, we've got a Discord now. It's how Dan's... Well, it's not just Dan joining us, but anybody... it's usually with Jason, actually. But it'd be great to have you on, mate. Maybe do a members video with you. It'd be incredible. Number 5 in the world. Number 5 in the world, Dan. An old viewer of the show, Dan. What do we think? Maybe those discussions that yourself, me and Jason had all that time ago, 2 years ago, has encouraged John to do so well. What do you think? 5th. Yeah, thanks for your response there. Dan, are you there? Nice. There we are, Blonde. But Blonde, it's all back on again. So what I'll do is I'll mute Dan again. We don't want Dan swearing or anything, do we? Bloody hell. So here's the quiz question for everybody then. Let's see if you guys get this right one. So, which 2 players scored for... I wanted to ask Dan this, to see if Dan, let's see if Dan would have got this, because one of them's a bit out there. But which 2 players scored for Arsenal in a 2-1 win back in July? So, last year, July, Arsenal won 2-1. Which 2 players scored? Now... The person that gets this right has to say them both in the same sentence. So don't just come through with X player, then do another message with X player. You've got to give me both in the same message. So which 2 players scored for Arsenal on that day back in July, almost a year ago? Nuka Adams. Who's the other one though? Bilal, just copy Nuka Adams. You got it right. And which combination? Kobe Miranda. Well done, pal. It was Reece Nelson and Lacazette. Kobe Miranda straight in there. writing it in the correct thing. So now we move on to this Southampton up against Brazil. Of course, the last time we played, had an incredible game against Everton, winning 2-1. And essentially it was a team which I'd never seen before. It was a Burnley team, like I said, playing with fluidity, energy, looking like they wanted to score, looking like they wanted to pass the ball. It was quite incredible, really, and very, very unusual. Maybe Sean Dyche has just said, look, we're safe now, like he always does, and play with a bit of freedom. So could this be a high-scoring game? I mean, I really don't think so. I think they're both gonna cancel each other out in a bit of a stalemate here, and I'm gonna go 1-1. That's exactly what the history's saying, 1-1. There's been 3 clean sheets across the last 6 fixtures, 2 of them being for Southampton. There's been 3 draws as well in the last 6. Although the last 3 times this game has happened, essentially the last 3 games, I can't even read my own writing. Either way, the point being is that the away team has done very well. 2 away victories in the last 3. 1 for Burnley in a 2-1 victory, and 1 for Southampton in a 1-0. Mikros is saying 2-1 to Burnley, to Southampton, sorry. 0-0. Bilal saying worst game of the weekend. Oh, interesting. I've got a 0-0, but it's not for, well, obviously it's not for this particular fixture. Worst game of the weekend. Wow. Jacko saying 1-0 Saints. Kobe Miranda 1-0 Saints. I don't know. I can see us scoring. Southampton aren't particularly great defensively. 0-0. I was thinking 0-0, 1-1, maybe 2-1. Either way, but I've just gone and sat on the fence for this particular fixture. Denver saying 1-1, Newcastle 2-1 to Southampton. Obviously, moving on to the next fixture with Newcastle versus Spurs. Newcastle, the team in which everybody seems to be targeting, with Harry Kane being the popular captaincy pick this particular game week. A lot of people will be captaining if they own him. I don't own him, so obviously I can't captain him. Is it the best fixture this particular game week to captain someone? I would argue that there are better fixtures. I don't think this is going to be such an easy game whatsoever. Although I do expect that Tottenham will and should win this pretty comfortably. I've gone 2-0 myself. I see Kobe Miranda's gone 2-0, Newcastle's 3-0. I think that FPL Bix 3-0 to Kane. Yes, 3-0 to Kane. Bilal saying 2-0. Newcastle 0, Spurs 3. Kane with a hat-trick. I don't know. I don't think Newcastle are going to just allow Spurs to open them up like that. And I can see us maybe even being 1-0. Certainly the way that the history is suggesting is saying 2-1 to Tottenham. There have been 3 1-0s in this particular fixture across the last 6, 2 of them being for Tottenham, although away from home. So there's been 4 games at St James's Park, 4 games at Tottenham's ground, and there's been 2 at St James's over the last 6, and they've both ended 2-1 and 3-1. So anybody with potentially defensive assets there may not be so lucky. We then move on to Aston Villa versus Fulham. Now Bilal's saying about the worst game of the weekend. I think this will be pushing it. Aston Villa versus Fulham. Aston Villa coming off the back of some pretty poor results, to be honest with you. Not particularly great. FPL Bix saying Brighton scored 3. Yeah, Brighton scored 2 wonder goals. I'm not bitter. Aston Villa, of course, coming off the back of some poor performances, and Fulham as well. But Jack Grealish, I'm assuming, will be back for this, and I'm expecting Aston Villa to pull through this. I've put 2-0, but I may even go 1-0. I've only put 2-0 because Jack Grealish is back, and I just think that, well, Jacko's put it, the Grealish impact. Are we all going to be coming out with this by saying, it's the classic line of essentially, oh look, Jack Grealish is back in the team. It means that Aston Villa are going to do really, really well. Well, hello Francis. Denver saying 2-0 if Jack plays to Villa. Bilal saying 1-0 Villa. Yeah, there we are. Yeah, this is pretty much all similar thinking to me. The history saying 2-1 to Fulham. Yeah, 2-1 to Fulham. Fulham have won 4 out of the last 6. 3 of them, though, being at home. There's been 3 clean sheets across the last 6 fixtures, and 2 of them being for Fulham. So there's a chance that it could be a clean sheet in there for Fulham. Mikros is saying the teams I would target for captaincy over the next few fixtures: Sheffield United, West Brom, Palace, Newcastle, Leeds, Southampton. Well, what about Chris Wood then? Chris Wood up against Southampton. Man United, Brighton. You know, two informed teams at the moment here. I think this could be actually quite an interesting game, to be honest with you. I think this could be a lot of fun. And I'm expecting Man United to just come out of this 2-1. The history saying 3-1 to Man United. There's been 5 times in this particular fixture, 5 times a team has scored 3 goals. So 5 times in the last 6 fixtures, a team has scored 3 goals, 4 of them being for Man United. Across those 6 fixtures, 23 goals have been scored, and there's been 2 3-2 victories, both at Brighton. But yeah, Man United have been scoring at least 3 goals in a lot of those games. And Jacko saying 1-1, Denver saying 3-1 United, 2 high tempo game. 3-0 Man United, Francis is saying. Same as FPL captain, 3-0 to United. Newcastle 2-1 to Man United. Bilal saying we'll struggle in this a lot, probably just get a 2. Yeah, I agree. I think you've just nicked the game. 2-1. Now I have got a question from this particular fixture. Who scored the opening goal? So the last time these two played at Old Trafford. Oh yeah. No, I am right. Yeah, sorry. Who scored the opening goal for Man United in a 3-1 win the last time they were at Old Trafford? So the last time this game was played at Old Trafford, it went 3-1 to United. Who scored that opening goal? Bilal, Martial. No, I'm afraid he assisted. Martial assisted, but he didn't score. He did not score in that game. Newcastle saying Rashford. I'm afraid it's not Rashford. No. It's a non-FPL asset, is all I will say. It's a non-FPL asset. Kobe Miranda saying Rashford, FPL captain Greenwood. No, I'm afraid not. No, it's somebody you would not imagine. Dan James. No, I'm afraid not. Jacko. Oh, there we are. John Harris. Well done. John Harris is here. Got John Chappell. John Harris. Well done, pal. Pereira scored that opening goal for Man United in a 3-1 victory. So moving on to Monday evening, where we have Everton versus Crystal Palace, the 6 o'clock kickoff. I'm expecting this to be a very, very tight game. Everton at home aren't particularly great. Crystal Palace, they got Zaha back. I think, blimey, Flapjack, I've literally just finished listening to your podcast with Dave about half an hour ago. Was he say at the start of it again? If you're offended by swearing and something. In fact, why don't we play it? Why don't we just play it? Load up. Hold on a minute. Where is it here? Oh, idiot. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute, lads. What does Dave always say at the start? Can anybody get that question? Anybody get the answer to that question? Where is it here? Oh, for pity's sake, man. Every time I finish listening to a podcast, I always delete them. It's typical, isn't it? And then the one person... Right, here we go.
If he scores 2 goals...
No, that's not it. That's just Dave talking to Flapjack. It's brilliant, isn't it?
It's really quick. Good question.
Yeah, because you will eventually have to have a plan.
If you like strong language and adult content in your FPL podcast?
I'm going to swear like Dan.
This is the podcast for you.
You get the idea with that. Bloody hell. 2 seconds. Dave's intro is hilarious. Yeah, he's a very nice man. Nice man. Man. I think he was only just born the other week. Anyway, back to Everton versus Crystal Palace. So yeah, Everton versus Crystal Palace. I'm expecting this to be quite a tight game. I've personally gone 1-0 to Everton myself. Can I see them scoring a bit more? Yeah, possibly. Maybe 2-0. Maybe 2-1, something like that. Francis saying 3-0. Jacko saying 3-1. Juggernaut. What is this today? We're getting all the old Elite FPL members out here. Juggernauts is here. He's saying 2-0 to Everton. Bilal thinks exactly this. Bilal, I'm sure you've been reading my notes. I haven't even done I normally do a pre-show. Do I, Eckers like? But yeah. And Thuku's saying, what's the podcast name? It's Firing Blanks. In fact, let's just... Firing Blanks. There we are. Done. It's FPL. I can't do an impression of FPL Dave, I'm afraid. It's his laugh. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do his laugh. Anyhow, moving on to the history. The history saying, well, listen up to this. The history is going 3-1 to Everton. I mean, there we are. FPL captain saying 2-1 to Everton. The history saying 3-1 to Everton twice. Everton have won 3-1 at home. And they've also won 4 out of the last 6. And the 2 fixtures they didn't win were at Crystal Palace, where they both ended 0-0. We finally move on to Wolves versus West Ham. Bilal said that the Southampton-Burnley game will be the worst game of the weekend. I think that Wolves versus West Ham could be and he called 0-0. Wolves versus West Ham, I'm expecting this to be a pretty poor game myself. 2 teams that aren't going to want to lose. So I'm expecting this to be, like Bilal said for Southampton versus Burnley, 0-0. FPL captain saying, I can't trust Everton for clean sheets. No, absolutely not, no. The history, though, is saying 2-0 to Wolves. 2-0 to Wolves, the history saying. Wolves have won 4 out of the last 6. In the last 6 fixtures, though, neither team... Sorry, let me start again. In the last 6 fixtures... each team has kept a clean sheet, so essentially it has not been a case of both teams score. And so if there is a winner in this game, expect them to keep a clean sheet. And like I say, I've gone 0-0. Bilal's gone with a draw, 1-1. I was thinking 1-1. I just think West Ham and Wolves are pretty solid defensively. I think that some of the mistakes that West Ham made in the game against Arsenal, I just don't think they're going to want to be stupid enough to concede sloppy goals. So I just expect them to just cancel each other. A 1-1 I think is a good score. John Harris saying 1-1 Wolves 0, West Ham 1. Mikras is saying Newcastle 1-0 Aston Villa. Stevie Goddard's here. Hello pal. 3-0 to West Ham. You having a laugh? You having a laugh? Uncle GCTV. I agree, Steve-O. Seeing Everton winning also. We're talking about Wolves, mate. FPL captain said, I just went 3-1. Jacko saying West Ham are still underrated. Absolutely. I know that Andrew Martin's father, my father, no one will ever get that reference. My father, he's going to be captaining Lingard, apparently. Could be a fact. I can't be bothered. Expect if there is a victory in that particular game to keep a clean sheet. So yeah, that's all the fixtures, and I know that someone's already called out the bingo blonde. It's such a shame Dan isn't here, because if you're unaware, Dan was with me and then he wasn't with me. He's done a -16, and he hasn't posted the team screenshots. So I'm going to have to show you mine instead. I have to tell you what I did. Yeah, blonde. This is thanks to you, actually. In fact, do you know what? Oh, can I put it up? I don't know his name. Let me just check his name out for a second. So I know I commented on it. It is... I don't know if anybody came across this. I only found out because of Blonde, because she retweeted it. But this individual here, FPL ZE... There we are. This individual here is, incredibly has taken the time and effort to write out this incredible thread regarding all the players that played across the international break. Now, it's no, it's not a priest, Nuke Rams. So yeah, he kindly went through every single player popular-wise in fantasy football. Look at this. This is ridiculous. How he wrote all this out. He must be someone that's on their computer all the time, because this would take me about 5 hours. But FPL ZE, and he essentially just wrote down exactly what everybody's minutes were and whatnot throughout the international break. And yeah, I just saw that and I thought, you know what, stuff it. I'm just going to get on with my transfers. I've been saying it all along in members' videos, and I went through with it. I'm doing it. Blonde, you'll be pleased to know I've done it. I'm doing it. And here we go. It is... So I did 3 transfers this morning for a -4. And this is going to be my team going into game week. This particular game week. So my 3 transfers were... Do you know what? I don't even know. Ben Mee, Dallas, and Gundogan out for Azpilicueta, Alonso, and Jota. And I'm going to be captaining... I think I'm going to captain Jota. I've been banging on about it all week. I've been saying for the last 2 weeks to just jump on the Chelsea bandwagon. Flapjack, if you're still here, I did find it very funny that you were talking about how you had triple Chelsea defence at the start of the season. I couldn't agree more. I think I was in the same, but I certainly had double defence with Zuma and Chilwell. I know that for a fact. And I was reaping the rewards. And then all of a sudden, Zuma gets... What was it? He got injured, wasn't it? Or something? I can't remember now. And then... Yeah, so... I'd love to go triple Chelsea defence, but I'm not willing to take a -8. So it's Alonso, Azpilicueta, and Jota in for Gundogan, me, and Dallas. And like I say, I'm going to be captaining Jota, because I just think he's on form at the moment, and Liverpool just looks so good. I may swap it to Salah, but I've been saying for weeks now that, well, certainly the past week, that I want to captain Jota. I'm just doing it. I was speaking to an individual, and they were just saying about like just having a bit of fun with the game and everything, and I couldn't agree more with it. And whenever I seem to say something and I don't go through with it, it always seems to happen. So I'm just willing just to take a punt this week. I haven't got any of the popular captains. But like I say, I'm expecting Liverpool to score a few past Arsenal. And it's just that Mane, Salah and Jota front 3 I think is it's delightful. So yeah, there's nothing really I can say really. John Harris saying Alonso close for captain. Forget it. I know I've been saying in videos that Alonso has been very attacking for the last few times that I've seen him, but I think that I don't know if he's worth the captaincy. Worry Cancelo might be benched for Leicester as City play Dortmund 3 days later. But then I've got Target coming off the bench. I couldn't care less. This is my point. This is my point about triple up on Chelsea's defence. If one of them don't play, I've got a decent bench to back them up with. Target or Tierney, I really couldn't care less. Isn't Alonso a serious rotation risk? Just answer that point there. I think that if he don't play, I've got Target playing Fulham, and Fulham have got a very good chance of. Sorry, Aston Villa have got a very good chance of keeping a clean sheet against Fulham. But like I said, these guys, I'm expecting them all to keep clean sheets, and like with a lot of people now, we've all got so much money in the bank. We've all got so much. Solid benches that I'm expecting my team to be okay. Yeah, Newcastle. The fixtures are too good to go wrong this week, but this is FPL. This is why every match is going to end up like a dire 1-0, 2-0, all this nonsense. And Thuku was saying, Firmino back in full training might start against Arsenal. Forget it. I think Klopp's found his front three that he wants, and he's done it. Relic returns. Double Villa? I fancy for them to get something then. There we are. Don't play Aston Villa players. I'm expecting a 1-0, 2-0 victory. The majority of people are expecting Aston Villa to win comfortably. Jack Grealish is back, so. But John Harris, I wouldn't be wanting to. I've completely forgotten the line of thought now. But Karma Baby's an Aston Villa fan. He'll be able to tell you now that he wouldn't be expecting Aston Villa to lose to Fulham. I think it's going to be a very tight game. Wouldn't be surprised if there is a clean sheet in this. There's a possibility as well. Like I've got my vice captaincy on Calvert-Lewin, but no, I'm not really interested in that at all. There was an interesting. Chris is saying I'm 2 points behind you in 17,000 spaces. Is that specifically to me? Then you're having a terrible season like me. Although the good thing is that when Flapjack said that I'm having a terrible season, and then he revealed that he's like 700,000, I went, phew. I'm ahead of someone at least. I'm ahead of someone in the content creator league that I listen to. It's amazing, isn't it? Here we go. Where's the content creator league? Here we are. Here we go. In fact, let's just quickly look at talking of which. Overall. Let's look at John Chappell's team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where is? Where's John Chappell? Where's he gone? Oh, there he is. 5th. Sorry, I couldn't read. Look at John Chappell. It's incredible. I just can't get my head around the fact that John legitimately was with us from the start of Elite FPL, and now he's 5th. Absolutely amazing. 5th overall rank. Martinez, Dawson, unlucky. Byrne, Dallas, Rafinha, Gundogan, Salah, Son, Bamford, Watkins, Kane, captain. Yeah. Karma Baby saying Grealish is all over the official Villa Instagram training picture this week. I think he starts. Decent chance of a clean sheet. Yeah, absolutely. I'd like to think this is a game that you should be targeting to win. To win. And I think on that note, I'm going to call it a morning. I wonder if Dan's come back. No, he hasn't. No. Why would he? Yeah. I was going to say, Davey boy. Davey boy. Hello, Davey. Yeah. Are you looking at him as well, Davey, as a rival? Fantasy World Order. You're all here now, just as I clear off. Yeah, I'm going to clear off now. Yeah, how's it, Davey? Terrible impression. Terrible. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna clear off now. So I'm gonna do a members video. I think. Yes. I'll see you all later. Yeah, if you are. Do you know what? I can't be bothered with admin. If you've enjoyed the show, you've enjoyed it, and I'm glad I've kept you entertained for the last hour and 10 minutes. Woo! Cheers, guys. See you later.